strike rate, 156.4. Matter who can play shots, but in times past has kind of held himself back, and I would put Van der Dussen in the same bracket, holds himself back. And yes, a free hit is entirely different, and you've got to play a shot, but it'd be nice to see some sort of a balance. Oh, close. In front, the finger's gone up. And straight away he's decided he wants to check that. He wants to have a little chat with his mate first of all. There you go. Confirmation.
Third umpire director, we've got a clear view for LBW. The original decision is out. I'm going to check the front foot. It's a fair delivery. Can we start with front on, please? Front on coming up. He appears to have not made contact with the ball. Can you confirm with ultra edge? Ultra edge coming up, roll it through, clear gap between bat and ball tracking when ready, please. Ball tracking came up, Steven, original position out, impact in line, wicket hitting, Steven, stay with the original position of out, stand by, you on screen, signal.
All right, there's confirmation. I tell you what, it was quite astounding as a review. I mean, he's right in front. He asked his mate as well, and went up, wasted. 44 for 2. South Africa's captain, Aiden Markram, has come out to the middle after a really good start and still going at a fair clip. Just need to rest back the momentum. Wonderful numbers those are. Really has improved as a T20 player, as he's gone on the circuit around the world, so to speak. Off the mark straight away. Yeah, I was in the middle of talking about Rassie van der Dussen and intent, and I would really like to see, and I think it would be good for the team to see a reduction in the gap between the intent at the free hit and what happens normally in terms of his setup and playing just a normal delivery. There's confirmation. He was right in front. Absolutely no doubt in Harris's mind.
And in saying that, I think we've got to give the bowler just a little bit of credit there. After going for a little bit of runs in his first over, to come back, execute that knuckleball, which it was, to get that late dip as a slow ball does, and to execute it as well as that. But I think I agree with you, Pom, but you know, Rassie's been so good over the years in taking a little bit of extra time and exploding towards the end. But you might have a point there, maybe in between a little bit more intense.
Yeah, and I know it's quite cliche to say you don't get the balls back and you've got to try and get yourself in and all of that. I'm not going away from that at all. I'm just saying, when it's the power play, essentially it's about boundary count, and those who utilize it better put themselves in the best position. In the previous game, Australia were losing wickets, left, right and centre, and yet still when they felt the ball was in the area, they would go with it. 46 for 2. Yeah, nice crowd in, having a decent time. Six for 2. South Africa. Australia won the toss, decided to field first. Nathan Ellis.
Nathan Ellis coming into the attack. It's an important over for both sides. The last one of the power play. But there's his T20 career. Still young in it. But been playing very well all around the world, and he'll look to contribute again tonight for the Australians.
Balls, 10 runs. That's what's happening. One of those was a 6, which was a no ball, so that's 7 off that one ball. So it's Australia who've dominated for the last couple of overs, and South Africa need to go at it.
Hollywood Bet Kingsmead celebrating 100 years. An excellent evening last night with some absolute legends, hearing some stories, and congratulations to everybody. Heinrich Strydom, CEO, exceptional evening last night.
Gone, surely, that's out, that's out. Wonderful this. Ellis into the attack, and he too with a wicket. They're roaring back here, are Australia. Thinking, nope, nothing. Gone.
Yeah, we said in the last game that Nathan Ellis is a skinny bowler. He's not the tallest of men. This is the type of wicket that he would like to bowl on, but wicket to wicket, you miss our hits. Lisa Hendricks maybe a little bit late, maybe a bit lazy in his movement. This has been a great comeback from the Australians in this power play. Important wicket. Hendricks has to go. South Africa 46 for 3.
Six for 3, South Africa. Rate of scoring has dipped. Lost 2.5 overs. Dots galore. And a couple of wickets as well. Devil Brevis has come to the wicket. Strike rate 141 is a young talent. Now look at that for a career best score, 162. It absolutely thumps it. With another beauty. Brevis gone for a golden one.
And Nathan Ellis doing the job again. Back-to-back wickets for the Australian quick. Just a little bit of shape on this one. Tentative shot from Devil Brevis. It's an innocuous delivery. A good catch again from Josh Inglis. Yes, South Africa in a little bit of strife. Brevis goes for a duck, 46 for 4.
Tristan Stubbs, batting at 6, is in the power play. A power play that started off in fine style for South Africa. Ellis on a hat trick. Oh, nearly did too much.
Tell you what, from the other two deliveries might have skid through, but that's an absolute ripper of a delivery for a hat-trick ball. As you said, I think Stubbs has done well not to nick that. So, as far as hat-trick balls go, that's a pretty good one. Just saying it on that movement quickly, that's just a little bit of a nervous prod there from Tristan Stubbs, feeling for the ball a little bit there, but it's a pressure moment for the big man.
And then the one that comes back to finish. Double wicket maiden for Ellis. What a comeback this is for the Australians in this power play. 46 for 4. Power play done. Yeah, look at how it's gone. Bavuma, well, he was on fire. Look at these shots that he played. Whilst he was out there, it was guns blazing, boundaries galore. Then he departed. That was 36 for 1. And you watch as these wickets tumble. Beautiful bowling. Hitting the pitch that bit more. Really straight. And got rid of 3 more. 46 for 4.
Such events for Sean Abbott. What the Australians have done so well here is stick with length. They've seen that there's something in the pitch. They didn't get freaked out by Temba Bavuma's little onslaught at the beginning, and they've just stuck to the basics of trying to hit the seam, get the ball to do something, which it is. There's a little bit more grass on this pitch than the one 2 nights ago. It's only 2 pitches away, but it's often to these classy seam bowlers here. It's not far away either. It may be drifting down. I think they might refer this, might go to a review.
Yeah, the umpire's not making the call. He's not saying whether he believes inside edge.
He's got 2.
If there's any contact, they've got 2. That's what's been discussed. They've got 2 reviews, and they're deciding, yes, we're going to use this one. This could be big.
Well, he got a long way across his stumps. That was the problem. And I mean, it might be only clipping leg stump, and therefore the umpire's original decision will stay. But
to the director,
I think it is worth
we've got
a
a peer review for LBW. The original decision is not out. I've already checked the front foot, and it's a fair delivery. Can you start with front on, please? Front on coming up. There appears to be a gap between bat and ball. Can confirm with ultra edge. Roll it through. Clear gap between bat and ball. Roll it through. All the way to the pad. Satisfied, no bat involved. Ball tracking when ready, please. Ball tracking coming up. Original decision not out. Impact in line. Pitching in line. Impact umpire's call. Wickets missing. Stevens, stay with your original decision of not out. Stand by. You're on screen. Signal now.
missing, but the umpire got it dead right. But it did nip back a distance.
Yeah, I just think it was a good decision by Mitch Marsh to make South Africa go to the crease first. I mean, after the way they played the first T20 on Wednesday, Australia would have thought, okay, let's have another crack at it. Bat first, smash the ball all around. But I think he was aware of how the frailty of the South African batting lineup, and also with the rain around, he wasn't sure how many matches, overs it was going to be in total at the end. And it's proved to be the right decision. There's plenty of assistance here, and Kingsmead is at its most dangerous when you can just run up and whack back of a length, and there's sideways movement. You don't have to go full.
Is this nearer the kind of pitch you played on?
Yeah, this is more like it.
I thought it might be. I think it's particularly if you're captain.
Yeah, we used to talk about the lawn and the trampoline. So the lawn was the sideways movement, and the trampoline was if you hit a good length, you could stand up steeply, as you can imagine if you jump on a trampoline.
Well, Markram's a pretty important figure now. He's got the technique to cope with the movement, and he's got the game to attack once he's set. Just have a look at the consistency of the bowling here from Nathan Ellis. He's very skiddy. He's pretty quick, actually. Got a hustling, bustling sort of action that is distracting in itself, with arms whirring all over the place. But he hits his targets a lot, and he's particularly good at the death with his Yorkers, with his slower balls. Darn good bowler. 53 for 4.
Yeah, it's also a big time for Tristan Stubbs. I think he needs to give himself a little bit of time to get in. Often he comes to the crease where he has to go smashing it from ball one. But tonight he's got plenty of time. Fortain, Kutsia, you wouldn't really recognise or expect too much from them. So he does have an opportunity to really get himself in and then look to produce some fireworks later on in the piece.
Beyond Fortain inside tonight. Nice for him. He had a very good SA20, and I think it's great when players in domestic cricket, in that case franchise cricket, are valued for what they achieve and therefore promoted. I think it's good for everybody else who plays it too. That helps ambition.
Don't you think it's strange? I mean, we just got used to it, haven't we, with T20 cricket and bowlers being taken out of attack. Ellis, 1 over, 2 for nothing. He doesn't get a second over.
Daft, isn't it? Because you kill the game off. I'm very surprised at Mitchell. I understand wanting to save him for the end, and you might want to save 2. I don't think there's any need to save 3. You never underestimate the value of attacking in this form of cricket, because there truly is no better way to stem a run flow than taking wickets.
Imagine in a one-day international test match, you come 2 wickets in 1 over, and then the captain says, well, listen, just take a rest. Anyway, it is what it is.
I also think that if he's happy bowling at that end, the old forward end, then he shouldn't be switched around. I understand that the bowlers have to adapt and be ready to bowl on both ends, but if someone's got something going at one end, rhythm, wickets, build the pressure, stick with it for a while. There's Wayne Parnell. He was with Andy Lee McQuail. This is also a very experienced bowler, Jason de Berendorf. He plays for the Perth Scorchers. He's a Western Australian guy. And there's been a lot of left-arm quicks come out of Western Australia. Bounce going across the batsman on this hard surfaces. Funny, you then have periods where you can't find a gap. You're battling to pick up the rate. A rate of 7 and over at the moment, but that's really not what they're looking for. They need to pick up the pace if they can. You cannot find a gap. Current rate gets them up to 140 odd. I think they want 155, 160, even with this bit of movement against this powerful batting lineup. That's Kayers on there. Zondo there. Right, Tristan Stubbs on strike. Do with some runs. Clever delivery, ran his fingers across the ball, took all the air out of it really. 56 for 4. Great thing that we've got such a crowd here, because it's been a pretty cold, grey day, and then the rain came about 45 minutes before play began. And at that stage we were worried that people might come thinking there wouldn't be any cricket this evening. Well, in fact, the rain stopped about, 20 minutes before play got underway. And although there is some forecast this evening, there's no sign of it as yet. Therefore, most people who had tickets have arrived. Not quite all, it's not packed to the rafters, but it's good to see. Right, it's Adam Zampa.
Zampa ki umpio ho chuki hai bhai.
Leg spinner, vastly experienced in these short formats, and very good at it too. More 2020 wickets for Australia than anybody else, 82 with an average of 21.7. 151 white ball caps for Australia, never played a test match. Best figures of 6 for 19 today against the Sunrisers. Still the third best IPL bowling performance in a losing course it was. Anyway, here he is. Picking out the fielders.
গেমটা সরে আসা তুমি
I wonder, Sean, Tristan Stubbs is a player who comes with a big reputation, sold for a high price in the SA20 auction. Has a very difficult run of late, 10 innings, I think 3 scores of 20 odd and nothing more than that. Is there an argument he gets himself in? My own view is there is, because he can cause such damage if he is in. If that wastes an over or two, so be it.
Yeah, I touched on the last over. He often comes to the crease where he has to blast. And from ball one, he has to have a go at it. Whereas tonight, he's got to be having enough savvy about him to look down the batting order and think, listen, there's not too much to come. I've really got to give myself a chance and then look for some fireworks later. It's kind of normal cricket shots. He can be positive, but almost crispy waves like that. That's beautifully played. That's beautifully caressed over extra cover. A much needed boundary for South Africa. They've been few and far between as of late, and that's a quality shot.
And what a way to warm everybody's hearts that. Tristan Stubbs does have a game, does have real class. That's a huge stride to get inside out to play the shot. Shows he got something special.
It was interesting to notice that his back foot did come out the crease. He was stumped in the last match on his first delivery. So that would be definitely something he needs to work on. That's played a little bit of finesse down to short 45. And he picks up 6 off the last 2 deliveries. 9 runs off that over, 9 down, 65 for 4.
He's kind of South Africa's Tim David, isn't he? Comes in at 5 or 6 and is expected to slaughter an opponent in a short space of time. Not really thought of as someone who's going to bat 10, 11, 12 overs, but rather the last 6. That's a difficult job, that.
I think that's the role they would want him to play, and that's where they feel that he could be potentially the future for South Africa. I think Tim David's done more regularly in a lot of leagues around the world, so it's probably more depth.
Another look at the projected scores, 144 at the current rate, which is 7.2 and over. Aidan Markram, 13 balls for 8.
नीचे बैठ टिंगर के सामने हाँ ऐसे ठीक है ना शायद ना भी साइड दिशा मैं तो पता नहीं ये क्या पता नहीं
It's interesting to have a look at the pitch map from the Australian bowlers. And it's all been pretty straight and decent length. Your lengths in T20s and one-days will be a touch shorter than what it is in test matches because you're off and on looking to get them onto the front foot, kind of trying to restrict scoring. But they're being consistent.
Yeah, they're all trying to outguess each other, really. Batsmen are trying to predict length and therefore premeditate certain shots. Bowlers are trying to outwit them. But what's been good with the Australians is the line, consistent around off stump and trying to hit that seam. I mentioned that when we first came on. They've kept attacking with the ball through their length and line. So, Aaron Hardy. Another new face, actually, in the Australian side. And Hardy hit a great shot for 6 over extra cover the other night. Bowls sort of lively, strong pace, hits the pitch hard. This is the end of Temba Bavuma. He sparkled for 30 in no time. That was Rassi van der Dussen, LBW, doing an in-swinger. And then another LBW. And then Dival Brevis, first ball. There was a hat-trick on there. Just a bit wide the ball, though Tristan Stubbs didn't play and miss it. But that was Nathan Ellis, causing a lot of South African pain.
I suppose the surprise for me is we haven't seen Marcus Stoinis. I mean, he was brilliant in his first 2 overs in the first T20. Could have also considered maybe not using the leg spin option as yet, going to Stoinis or even Mitchell Marsh. Hardy has been given the opportunity to show what his skills are like at this top level.
Commitment and gorgeous timing.
Yeah, this is a shot he's very comfortable playing, Tristan Stubbs, and it's pretty much risk-free because the fine leg is up in the circle, so once he gets himself into position, he can just help it on its way. He was in position early, kept his head nice and still, and then just a little flick of the wrists at the last minute to make sure it's up and on its way.
Saw Finn Allen, the New Zealand batsman playing in England the other day, ramp it into his face, his visor. 10 gone, it's 75 for 4. Yeah, very well.
Langsung tidak tahu sih, langsung menyepiran jantan boleh sama langsung. Kemudian langsung tidak tahu. Kalau sama langsung
Well, a middle period there where wickets fell. I said a moment ago that the surest way to stop a run flow is to take wickets, and that's what Australia did, which is why South Africans went quiet. Now they're looking to pick up the pace. Tristan Stubbs on strike to Zampa. Gives it a thump down the ground. There's some power in this point.
Yeah, that is pure power. It's a drag down, and often you think this is going to disappear to deep mid-wicket, but it's slapped back straight at the bowler. And then often, because of the angle, you think, okay, Middle's going to cut that off. Well, he didn't get close. He didn't get within 5 meters of it. Immense power.
And another one slammed down. I tell you, the more I see of it with these bats and the power of the players, I hope the umpires have their wits about them. Because anything hit back at an umpire, very hard to react to.
Yeah, these days they talk about matchups, and you get the feeling that Tristan Stubbs believes that Zampa is a matchup for him. He's going hard at him.
non-striker was ducking there, Aidan Markram.
Then you know.
Maybe two. Beautifully placed. Back they come. Surely, yes, they do. Excellent. 4-4-2. That's Kraft in the batting there.
And you can feel the atmosphere starting to change on the ground. The crowd are getting behind it now. They're enjoying everything that's coming from the South Africans. They don't have much to shout about since they got to 34 wickets in the space of 10 runs. Got some good strikes and good running between the wickets. All of a sudden, the partnership of 39 or 29, things are starting to flourish.
25 from 16 balls now for Tristan Stubbs. 3 4s and a 6 in that. A strike rate of 156 is very good. It's 156 per 100 balls, so basically scoring at 1.5 ball, if that makes any sense. He's also had a lot of the strikes. Markram really has dried up because he hasn't had that on ball much. 9 from 15, yet to hit a boundary. But if Markram's in at the end, last 3 or 4 overs, he can do real damage.
ये कप्तान 24 में खाली का साथ ना तेरा सोचना नहीं
11 gone, it's nicely poised, 87 for 4. Ellis. Oh, hurry.
A blow for his troubles. Right, have a look. Oh, he'd have been gone, you know, if it had hit. And then he got hit himself. All's well that ends well. Let's go to Kasnaidu.
Bobby, thanks very much. Good to see South Africa fighting back. I'm sitting alongside two Proteas guys, Jade Miller and Wayne Carnell. Bonnie, let's start with you. How's that injury? How's it going along?
Yeah, it doesn't feel too bad. I went for some scans today, so hopefully we'll get some good news coming up.
Dave, how have you been doing? We've been missing you on the field. Looking forward to the ODI series coming up.
Yeah, I really am. It's obviously a home game here, so being a Durban boy, so a little bit disappointing, but it is what it is. And I think at the same time, it's a nice opportunity. Looks like a lovely shot for them.
Yeah, it's good to see.
Yeah, but it's just nice to see cricket back in Durban, and you know, I've played here for a few years, but really looking forward to the ODIs, and it's nice to see the younger guys coming through and putting in some putting up their hand at certain stages of the game. So yeah, looking forward to it.
KFC back at Service Lounge, where we are with the two Protea stars. Is it wonderful to watch cricket among the fans, Barney?
Yeah, absolutely. I think obviously giving people access to players is always nice. Trying to also bring a different angle, and also some dunk wings, which always goes down well.
What about you, Dave? I mean, signing some autographs, taking some selfies, making memories for a lifetime.
Yeah, for sure. It's nice to come out here and have an opportunity to meet the fans, and I think it's a great bucket here. It's absolutely massive, and we've had a few challenges with the fans already with dunk wings. How many you can have in a minute? So that went down pretty well. Barney didn't win, I didn't win either, but it's okay. We're all having a good time.
Let's talk about how South Africa can win because they need to keep this fight back. And what's a good total here, Pani?
I mean, I'm going to go with what Andile said the other night. He was off by 50 runs, so if I call a number, hopefully we can get 50 more. But I think anything close to 180 from this position would be really good. Obviously, this partnership here is crucial, so hopefully we can get another 70, 80 runs here.
You agree with that, Dave?
Yeah, he's pretty spot on, eh? Yeah, I think 170 plus on here. If these guys can keep going for a couple more overs, obviously this is a key partnership. And here at Kingsmead, you can always catch up at the back end of the innings. So put ourselves in a good position, and 170, 180 would be great.
Looking forward to some big hits coming from the Proteas. That's it from the KFC back to safe stuff.
50 partnership between Markram and Stubbs on 38 balls, and that ends at 12. It's 96 for 4.
ये है प्रेम बाबू बहुत दिनों से बोनस अनलॉक करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं जब कुछ नहीं मिला तो इन्होंने सोचा कि उल्टा लटक कर देखते हैं शायद बोनस अनलॉक हो जाए लेकिन इतना कष्ट उठाने का कोई फायदा नहीं हुआ क्योंकि अगर देना ही होता तो लॉक ही क्यों करते
अब ये तो होगा ही क्योंकि सीधा सीधा बोनस तो सिर्फ खेलो यारी देता है
अगर बगैर किसी कष्ट के फौरी बोनस चाहिए तो खेलो यार पे खेलो क्योंकि खेलो यार जो कहता है वो डरता है
Fifth wicket, previous best in South Africa against Australia is 38. So this is a marked improvement. They need a whole lot more from this partnership. Yeah, a few cricketers around taking in the game.
Great little recovery here from Adam Markram and Stubbsy. You got to appreciate that the Proteas team was in a lot of trouble when they got to the crease. And it always takes a bit of time to find your feet, and it doesn't seem like the pitch itself probably has played as smoothly as the first game on Wednesday. It's been a little bit, it took about 3 overs into the game after Temba's onslaught.
Went early and trying to help it over a short third man. And the response from Berendorf was to take all the pace off. And he was on target too. Stubbs distraught.
Yeah, he went for the reverse scoop. Very common shot you see these days, but not quite sure, to be honest, Pommy, of the timing of the shot. 97 for 5.
त्याला आखेब लाईव्ह मॅच रेकॉर्ड
ताका दावोक सा
त्या वेक्स असं
ताका चॅनल हा सबस्क्राइब कर वेक्स
त्याला लिंक शेअर कर जरा नन لا جوا من خاصة خالي إذا channel لا دات خوا نن نايني أغانشتا نبوري ويشتا ديله دواروشي دريروشي نن dva drie views ولي وان
South Africa, beyond 14.
انا
Comes to the
دائما
wicket.
خاص مچ نه سبو خاص مچ
In strike for South Africans.
ور کیم چې خپل
It would have heartened them.
چې چا
The
خپل کیمرا
partnership
ته نیولې
between
خپل
Stubbs and
10000 ویوز
Markram, and the hope would have been that it would stay together. Those are
خو یو خپل ته نیولې
14's numbers of best of 17
Yeah,
not out,
and
suggesting that it's not
دا غا سم زنه
much of an
پښتنه وکړه دا غا
opportunity to
سم
bat and wouldn't expect to have.
اغا
You'd
جینوی
expect that
ای
the
ویوز
top six
دیتی چنه غاتر بند
would get the majority of the runs. His job essentially
نمره زوچی
is to bowl in the side. He's got a lot of batting to do here.
سابو پاکستان انډیا ډیر خلک
He's
اسي
got a first-class century under his belt.
خلک نفرت ولې پس
Let's have a look at the wicket here. the right length for the shot. Only difficulty is the timing of it. Still so much of the game left to go. The Proteas just needed 2 overs at least of a partnership.
Pierces the gap. Won't go all the way to the fence. Good running to get back for a third. The hundreds up now for South Africa. Yeah, agreed. It's just a case of what can you do when you read correctly, when you have the license, when it might not matter that you get out, when you have to go at it, invent.
Yeah, it's always tricky because you pull it off and it's a great shot. Now when you don't pull it off, everyone's like, well, everyone being me in the commentary box. Was the timing right? That's the question that comes out. But I think when you look at the team and you look at who you have after you, that always plays a part. Whenever you bat in the middle, you think who's next to come? Do I have that license to play that shot?
South Africa judul ka sunda fastala Brazil should have number by French.
Really good one from Berendorf. 102 for 5.
Ya session ini di Russell la kasana dua anda fastala.
35 from 17.
Actually be Villiers la kasana.
And then 27 from 20. Those basically are the
South
only
Africa
two scores that are putting pressure on the Australian bowling lineup. Markram at 19 has come off 22 balls. He's found it hard to score.
Yeah, I don't know the wickets. I mentioned it earlier. I don't think it's that easy to score. And I think the way that Temba Bavuma played was phenomenally in the innings. When he took the game on, Australia surprisingly bowled an off spinner in the third over, which allowed Temba to put the pressure onto the Australians, which was a bit of a surprise to me, to be frank about it. And that allowed South Africa to get a start, but unfortunately there was no one to carry on that momentum. And when you lose wickets, it just takes you back.
There's Sean Abbott.
Oh, you subscribe your own email. You subscribe your
1
own
for 10
Itu setara.
to the third over.
Awal
It really has been a fantastic comeback. 3.1.
Dace se mufpal channel sawai.
overs.
Asi views
That's when the
live par
first
watala.
wicket goes down, and it's
Ako famous ho kana.
scored 36 for 1, and he got 35 of those. And it goes from that 36 without loss to 46 for 4. And it's a real sort of pegging back and the stuffing knocked out of South Africa.
Koya waje ko famous.
And then there's that 50 partnership, and you think, okay, perhaps.
Ko aga kana.
Off the edge.
Famous kawal na o koya ban ya famous. Uzaga kheban
But
ka.
not for where he might have aimed, for all the same.
It's the V, Tommy. Doesn't matter which V it is, down the ground or behind you. 4 runs is 4 runs. Some of the favorite shots is the shots that the runs that you get away with, so to say. We're just looking at the score. When you look at the score, it's not a bad score. It's just the 5 wickets that Proteas have lost.
Aisha ambelo ko sabak takshana.
On any other surface, there used to be talk of getting 100 after 13 or 14 overs because it sets you up for the last 6 overs or 7 overs to make an onslaught. So runs-wise, they're not in a bad position. It's just the wickets that they've lost.
There's Mr. Champagne. Lucanio Am. Oh, what a rugby player. What a pity. Injury. Oh, man. Straight up in the air. Catch taken comfortably. The wickets continue to tumble. It's the Aussies all over the Proteas here at Kingsmead. Just gets big on him. Tries to force it over. Wrong off. Only succeeds in presenting a catch. It's gone for 8. It's 106 for 6. Lots of those requests. Is not going to get too much opportunity to watch the cricket with Kanya Am.
Quite a star-studded box there. Got Ashwell Prince, Proteas chess coach Shukri Conrad. A few of the lads enjoying the spectacle here at Kingsmead. Unfortunately, the cricket hasn't been going the Proteas' way, but still lots of festivities happening. A good vibe. It's been the last time we had a vibe like this was obviously during the T20. But to see that the Proteas are playing it, it's just a different feeling.
Another successful over for Australia. 107 for 6.
Morgan bigger in front. Beyond Fontaine. Handy with the bat. It's a difficult shot to hit on the arm. Hardy really, little bobble in the arms, the hands. I have to say, there's always that split moment when you're taking a catch. Is the ball going to pop out? I mean, it doesn't come in that securely. You're just grateful that it stays.
Markham will now try to work out just how to engineer this one, how to finish it off. 6 overs till the bat. Oh, failed it. Oh, nearly got him.
Oh, it's over. Smart cricket there, Zampa. It's good awareness. You don't often think that the ball's dead, but no. Markham.
Double chance.
Touch lazy from Aiden there. I think he just assumed that he got more bat on it than could see him, but good work from Zampa. Could see he's got a big hit in him. He's not a out-and-out batsman, but he certainly can hit a long ball. Smart. Oh, that was a spectacular, very close call for the third umpire, but it's just great to see this type of skill. Honestly, you get the batting, you get the bowling, the fielding. And when you get smart pieces of fielding, it does inspire. I mean, I think of John T. Rose in the 1992 World Cup. Okay, not as spectacular Zampa's effort, but that type of excitement in the field, it inspires an entire generation of cricketers.
Absolutely nothing away here, Australia. Shot, one way, producing the feet, depth of the crease to make that short. Shorter than it really was.
Absolutely, rock back. Quick hands through the ball. Aiden's got a powerful shot on him, and he waited right to the last one. He almost hit the ball behind him to get the ball behind square. Race to the boundary. And you can find some sort of momentum now with Kutsia. They'll be hoping to get the score up to at least to 170.
Bowling. Oh, pitched further up. He's looking, playing off the back foot, trying to cut him away. 5 balls. Called it over, I think. Oh, they might well notice. I think they might. Okay, 115 for 6.
So far, he's now matched it with that little bunt over wide mid-on.
Yeah, that's an Aidan Markham special. We know he's got the power game, showing it beautifully there, but that was just a short arm jab. Needs to get going. He needs to be at the end, but he needs to get going. And that's a great way to start from South African captain.
Well, another aspect of the sloppy wickets, Tristan Stubbs and Beyond Forte, is the fact that it makes it much more difficult for Aidan Markham to bat with risk. He understands that he really has to see this through if South Africa are going to get a formidable score, or at least one that their bowlers feel they can defend. It doesn't even have to be formidable. The current rate gets them to 159. Well, whether that's enough or not remains to be seen, but the current rate of Aidan over needs to be pursued and improved upon if possible.
Just on that, Mark. I think it's an important role for Gerald Coetzee coming in. Yes, inexperienced in the international game, but he's got to stay there with that. If he can hit a long ball, he is a recognised batter. If you look at the players coming next, he's the one that's got to stay there. I think his mindset will probably be, it's not a boundary, it's a single. Get Aidan on strike.
And Aidan probably thinks he's got to take down Aaron Hardy. Inexperience with Nathan Ellis and Sean Abbott to bowl at the death. They're very experienced at that job. So now's his moment. Hardy's gone with the wide Yorker, and that's also good thinking. So there's a lot of little subtle plays within the play here. Hardy and Australia trying to get away with this over to get them to 16. And then Ellis has got 2 to do, and Abbott as well. They've got Berendorf bowled out. So actually Abbott's only got 1 left, so they're going to have to find 1 more over from someone. But oddly, Marcus Stoinis hasn't bowled tonight. Bowled especially well 2 nights ago. You get the sense that both sides are looking at options, people, situations, how the people react to different roles. Stoinis has gone from taking the new ball and swinging it and taking wickets to not bowling at all. It's excellent bowling. His last 3 balls to his field, really good from Aaron Hardy. It's 1, 2, 6 for 6.
बराबर है उसकी चला
Well, will he make it, I suppose, is the big question. Will he make it? One of the world's great players. 7 days to go till the start of the Rugby World Cup in France. Indeed, we all applaud that too. don't think you know ever what a good total is on a pitch that's done a little bit off the seam, and whether that'll continue to move around for the South African bowlers later. You do sense it's not looking enough at the moment. It's a very powerful Australian lineup, play so freely. And Aidan Markram has to find another gear